Oshodi, ọjọ́ tá máa 12.
Let me tell you about the day the most powerful man in the country, His Excellency, President of the Federal Republic, was mistakenly left behind like a forgotten luggage and picked up by Lagos Danfo boys who thought he was just one important looking old man in that bada. This is the day Lagos shows the presidency what real security breach looks like. And trust me, it started with one thing. Oga, enter with your change. Oh. The day started like every other normal national event. Soldiers standing like trees, security service agents wearing sunglasses so dark even God can't read their eyes, and journalists sweating in suits while acting busy. The president was at Tafa Balewa Square giving a long speech about infrastructure and digital transformation, which nobody understood but everybody clapped for. As usual, the sun was hotter than pepper soup. When the ceremony ended, the presidential convoy lined up. 20 black SUVs, each one shiner than the last, all raving like thunder. Now, here is where things went south. The president went to ease himself behind a security tent, which was a bit bushy. Classic move. Important men always speak last. But the security service didn't notice. They were too busy arguing about which SUV had cold water in the boot. Other top officials, some wearing the same color and type of agbada the president was wearing, started to enter the vehicle. One agent just said, Oga has entered, let's move. And off they went. About 3 minutes later, a yellow Danfo bus swung by the empty square, trying to avoid last mile. The bus was half painted with no condition is permanent, written at the back, and Obi Kubana for president in front. Inside were 3 characters. 1. The sharp man.
Oshodi, ọjọ́ tá máa 12.
The bus conductor who, with a cracked voice, had slippers as weapon. 2. Big, the driver with no side mirror, but plenty of confidence. And 3. Alaji Biscuit, a passenger turned partner who once claimed he studied international relations at the University of Google. They saw a man in Abada, alone, confused, looking presidential, literally. Sharpman shouted, Oga, where you dey go? Come, enter. We go drop you a flat rate to 200 naira to anywhere. The president then turned and saw the bus. But before he could blink, Biggie shouted, Oga, this place na dangerous zone. See people for inside bush, they look at you. Where? You go enter. I believe no go enter. The president, trying to catch his breath, looked back at the bush and then entered the bus very quickly. Sharpman turned to Biggie and whispered, This man they look like with the old police money. It was until Biggie turned on the radio and everything changed. Breaking news. The president has gone missing. All 3 Danfo boys turned slowly and looked at the man they had just picked. He was adjusting his agbada and humming the national anthem. Alaji Biscuits gasped. Guys, we don't carry the president, oh. The president. Biggie jammed brakes. Chapman shouted, God of Zuma Rock, what we go do? A silence hung in the bus. Then Alaji Biscuit whispered the dangerous words in Nigeria. Ransom, ransom, ransom. The boys drove under a coal bridge and began brainstorming. Sharpman started. Let's call the government. Tell them to bring 15 million naira cash. No old note, then use them. They make a new note or two. Biggie responded, 50 million naira for president. Bros, why did they learn like this? We will call like 2 billion, but they bring 2 billion. Alaji Biscuit responded, wait. We'll collect ransom. Then we'll track us. If you see, we'll visit our children's drink. For president, the door turned to the president. Ogasa, I beg no vessel. Can you cooperate small? Just small. Well, we go negotiate your freedom. But I can tell you for free, sir, if people see you, them go tear you into pieces, oh. Biggest head. Tear who into pieces? Then go kidnap them for real. I go advise make we disguise this man, oh. Give her new clothes, make people no see her. Then people no notice her. Then so, Sharpman quickly removed his clothes and all, and they convinced the president to change his clothes. The president didn't blink or haven't eaten since breakfast. So they took him to Amala and Bigiri and Mushi. He even used his bare hands. The president, after finishing 2 wraps, leaned back. My boys, you don't have to kidnap me. Let's do a deal. They were confused. A deal? You don't want ransom. That's a small thing. Let me help you secure contracts that will fix imaginary roads, and then you'll be made for life. Just register a complaint on our side. Piggy scratched his head. This man says so. Sharpman whispered, this man is not the president. This man is a hustler. Just then, police siren approached. The news had spread. Lagos was on fire. Security service were crying. State governors were panicking. They found the president in front of a roadside store, drinking Pepsi with Biggie and Chapman. A SSS agent ran and prostrated. Sir, we are very sorry. We thought you were in the 3rd SUV. The president waved them off. These boys protected me better than you. He even gave them something better than ransom, presidential recognition, and a fake job in transport logistics, licensing coordination affairs. Translation: nobody knows what they do, but it pays well. Weeks later, Sharpman now wears a suit to briefings. Biggie drives a Prado, not a Danfo. Alaji Biscuits host seminars called From Streets to State House, how to monetize accidental kidnapping. And every time they tell the story, they start with, have you ever mistakenly kidnapped the president? No. Then don't argue with us. So next time you see a doubtful bus slow down near an important-looking old man, just know Lagos doesn't play. And if you see the president in it, he is probably just catching vibes with his real security details. The boys from the streets.